Elijah had just experienced one of the greatest miracles in history, fire falling from heaven, an entire nation turning back to God. But just hours later, he ran into the wilderness, sat under a tree, and said, God, I've had enough. Take my life. How does someone go from spiritual victory to total burnout overnight? And more importantly, what God did next might be exactly what you need right now. Elijah wasn't weak. He wasn't faithless. He was exhausted. After confronting hundreds of false prophets, after carrying pressure no one else could handle, after standing alone, one threat, just one message, was enough to break him. And that's how burnout works. Not one big failure but constant pressure with no recovery. Elijah isolates himself, leaves his servant behind, walks deep into the wilderness. That's important, because when people are overwhelmed, they don't just get tired. They disconnect from people, from purpose, even from God. And under that tree, Elijah says, I've had enough. No faith speech, no strength, just honesty. And here's where everything changes. God doesn't correct him. God doesn't preach at him. God lets him sleep, then sends an angel, not with a sermon, but with food. Get up and eat. That's it. No pressure, no guilt, just rest and restoration. Elijah eats, sleeps again, and slowly, strength returns. Only after that does God speak, not in fire, not in wind, not in an earthquake, but in a gentle whisper. Because when you're burned out, God doesn't come louder. He comes softer. Elijah thought he was finished, but God showed him, you're not done. You're just depleted. And there's a difference. If you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or mentally drained, watch this next. When life gets loud, this is how God speaks, because what God told Elijah in the whisper might be what you've been missing.